Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bonnie with By Bonnie Jewelry, where I talk about all things diamonds. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I know I show a lot of beautiful jewelry, but I'm going to share tips and tricks of actually what not to do when you want to buy an engagement ring. Tip number one, deciding whether you're going to actually exclusively buy online through an online retailer or wanting to see the stone in person and going to a local place. I feel like when you start shopping for an engagement ring, online places are a great place for you to like educate yourself, make a pros and cons list of like going through an online jeweler. Basically, you'll have a really smooth online click experience, 30-day return policy, and basically you don't really have to talk too much to a person if you don't want to. But the cons of that is like you can't really see multiple diamonds next to each other, and the online gemologist expert that they have, really they just talk to you about the specs on the cert, but they've never actually seen the diamonds in person. So oftentimes what you see online when it's a spinning video, it's vendors from all over the world that basically put their inventory online through these platforms for you to purchase. But oftentimes you basically don't know. You could be getting a really nice diamond, but you could be not. A lot of my clients talk to me about this. It's like, well, I bought a ring before, I thought it was pretty. Once I got a ring from you, I was like, oh my God, like, are the craftsmanship on the ring important to you? A custom, fully custom, luxurious experience might not be for everyone. For me, it's really important. If I buy something luxurious, I want something like somebody like a pro to tell me, like, if I'm gonna buy a fancy car, I want to walk in, I want their expertise to tell me, like, okay, what do I need, what's a good deal, what's a good value. You kind of have to gauge what type of experience you want, and definitely do your little bit of homework. But if you find that person, that jeweler that you can build a relationship with, I feel like that's really important, so that when you need to service your ring in the future, you bought a ring from someone, they can take care of you, versus if you buy online, oftentimes you have to communicate through someone that is not personally taking care of your ring, right? So thinking about those things will be helpful to have when you start shopping for an engagement ring. Okay, this leads to my second point: buying the loose diamond and the setting from two separate places. Okay, so this is definitely, again, something to consider, maybe to avoid. And I know some people have heirloom diamonds that they just want to reset, so that's a completely different story. But when you're just buying a brand new engagement ring, the biggest thing that I see, it's basically when you buy a loose diamond online and you try to get someone else to do the setting, a lot of times there's risk involved when you're setting a center stone, right? When you're using tools, closing the prongs, shaving it down. Who's going to really be responsible? For example, if something were to happen during the setting process, I think there's a liability issue that there. So addressing those thoughts ahead of time will probably be helpful to you. From my own experience, I was setting, diamonds and gemstone from all over the place, but then I actually stopped that service around 10 months because I was having a hard time figuring out the liability issues. It's like, well, they have to sign this waiver, if something happens, we can't replace it for them because we didn't sell them the stone. It becomes really complicated. And then also service after you buy the ring, right? So if you bought the diamond from somewhere, then the setting somewhere else, then where do you take it for service? And then it kind of gets a little confusing there. So, and I just feel like my vision and my rings have to align all across with, all the pieces that I make. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped resetting for clients. So this is definitely an area where you want to think about before buying the diamond. Point number 3, going too small or too big on your center stone. Okay, this is definitely like very important to address for anybody that's looking for a ring, especially when you first start. It's really hard to gauge on Instagram photo like what the ring actually looks like and the carat sizes on hand. I mean, this is so important. I've had clients where they get into FOMO mode where like, oh, okay, if I'm buying a say a lab diamond, I need to go as big as possible so that I can get my money's worth. Or there are clients that say going too small on the diamond and then went through the whole custom ring setting, and then the end, like, oh, it's too small, then you have to break the ring down, and it's very costly to remake a whole full custom setting. So knowing your carat size, it's really important. How do you do research? Of course, you use my YouTube channel. I try on a ton of rings in all different carat sizes, but if you're not able to do that, use Amazon. Oh my God. It is a relatively quick and affordable tool. What I recommend my clients before committing to purchasing a ring, try it on. Easiest way is to go on Amazon and just buy some, lookalikes that you think that, a ring that you can consider. Wear it for like a week, 2 weeks, a month. Go on with your regular activity and see how the ring wears. I mean, that's the best way to like test drive something very similar to what your dream ring would look like without breaking the bank. Okay, pointer number 4, this one is important. Don't buy last minute. Bonnie, I'm about to propose in 2 days, can I get a ring from you? Okay. Do the research with your partner ahead of time. Okay, it's just like planning a wedding. You gotta get the venue, then you gotta vet photographer, videographer, caterer, flowers. It's the same with an engagement ring. It's such an important sentimental piece of jewelry. One of the biggest purchase you have besides your car or your house. Take enough time to think about it, okay? And do the steps I talked about before. Try things on. Don't rush it. I mean, this is big, guys. So do your planning, research your shapes. It's important, educate yourself about the 4Cs. Use my channel, watch as much, Pave, Solitaire, Hidden Halo, what millimeter. I mean, I make so many education videos for you guys to look out for. Keep in mind that a handmade custom piece takes time. Over-the-counter rings you can purchase. It will be done very fast because usually they're like pre-made, pre-drilled, so you can like just put things together relatively fast. But if it's a custom fitted, then it takes time. I would say minimum 6 to 12 weeks of time for you to really think about it. I mean, don't do it 2-3 years out, then I think that's a little bit early. I would say within like 6 to 12 months of time. Try things on, write things down, document things, take pictures. If you're gonna try rings, take a picture. Any detail, write it down. It will be helpful for like a bullet point list for your partner that is gonna hopefully not stress. Try not to stress because it can be stressful when it comes to actually buying your ring. Pointer number 5. Last but not least is looking at diamond options at only just under the desired carat weight. I'll give you an example. I will get emails that say, hey Bonnie, I'm looking for diamonds, say they want a 2 carat look, only between 185 to 199 carat weight, right? In theory, the client is thinking, okay, if it's just under the 2 carat, then the price is not going to jump as much, right? Because once you get into a certain category, pricing can be exponential, especially in natural mined diamond. But the one catch with that is that you're actually limiting yourself to a very small pool of diamonds. Everybody in the diamond trade knows that, if you're a cutter and you're cutting a rough diamond and you're trying to yield the most carat weight in that rough, nobody wants to get a carat weight of 1999. Usually it's because, it's not intentional. It yields that way because cutters know that they can get more money over the 2 carat mark, right? I would say, the ratio of stones are available between 180 to 199 versus 200 to 210. You have much more options in that, and sometimes you might actually get a better deal in a larger carat because every consumer thinks that way, and then they're emailing the jeweler asking for the exact same thing. So that means that there's more demand in that small category that drives up prices. If you end up getting that 180 to 199 carat weight that has a 2 carat look, that it's a good value, then congratulations, you hit the jackpot. Okay, I hope today's video was helpful and educational to you. If you have any comments, any thoughts, questions, make sure you leave them in the comment below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at bybonnieJewelry, especially to follow me on Instagram. And like my videos, subscribe to my channel. I'll be making more video as they come whenever I can. So binge watch my video, forward to a friend, and I'll see you in my next episode. Bye.